Hello everybody, this is Gr.3 GT7 and welcome to the episode. In this episode, I'm going to be using the legendary Suzuki Escudo at Le Mans as a request build. So I'm much looking forward to show you guys this particular build. I'll give you guys a quick rundown on step-by-step process on how to get the car, the livery if you need it, the build, and of course the race. And trust me, this is going to be well worth getting this car. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into this episode. Now if you're curious on how to get the car, very simply you have to do is wait for the car to show up in the Legends Cars dealership, which thankfully it has, and trust me, this car is well worth it. In all 4 money grind races, this car seems to be one of the best car, or the best car to use in these 4 races. So if you do have 1.7 million credits in your account, I will highly suggest to grab this car. And if you have more than 1.7 million, if you have at least enough to get you 2 or 3 or even 4 of these cars, I will highly suggest getting that as well. Really good stats, and like I said, overall might be the best car in all 4 races, potentially, possibility. And yeah, also a very historical car to own as well, so this car is amazing car to own, so I really recommend getting this car if you have the funds. For our next step, and this is optional if you guys want to follow me in the game, that way if you do some of my liveries in my channel, there it is right there, Livery GT7YT. I'm actually going to be using this lovely golden Red Bull livery for this episode, and if you haven't followed me in the game just yet, just search Red Bull, and you guys scroll down this a little bit, but not too much, and then you should be able to find that lovely golden paint scheme Red Bull. Now let's say if you do not want the livery but you rather have the wheels, I'll show it to you real quick, even though in my opinion the wheels doesn't really all that matter, but just in case you want to copy them, here they are right here if you want to do that. So after you get done with your livery and with your wheel selection, here we are with the build itself. Now if you want to go ahead and pause the episode, you can. I'm going to point out a couple of things. First thing is I'm going to be using racing hard tires as my main tire compound. I would also suggest to buy a set of inchers just in case you get some rain. If you want to go ahead and just pause the episode and copy the numbers for both the suspension, the full customized diff, the torque vectoring, the downforce, the full control computer, and the power sector, you can. I would say though, if you guys are curious about the transmission, it is what you see. It's going to be 380 kilometers. I didn't really fine tune the gearing if you're just curious on the gears, but yeah, just make sure you have your power restrictor down to 97 and you should be good for this race. So let's go ahead now and head over to the race. Now as you guys can see, the first thing I'm going to do is adjust my fuel map setting to number 3. I could do number 1, but I'm afraid with that setting it's going to really use up your fuel, and I think 3 overall is a really nice smooth balance between power and having the chance to actually save some fuel. And trust me, since your car is in fact has a lot more horsepower and is a little bit lighter than the rest of the Group 4s, I really don't think you need map 1 unless you are going for a hot lap and just to test it and see how fast you can go for this race. But I would suggest fuel map 3. That way you get you a nice balance between power and fuel management. But as you can see, within less than a minute we have already cracked inside the top 10, and we're not even done yet. We're going to be well within looking into the top 5 once we get our first minute through. And as we're about to get to our first chicane, we are going to go ahead and get ourselves into the top 5. So yeah, very quick car indeed, a very nice easy start for us in this race, and the car's handling also feels really good too in this car. And you can see there's the main leaders right in front of us, so it took us literally no time whatsoever to catch up to the main 3 leaders. And you can see we're going to easily breeze bypass the Viper and the Corvette, and just as we're about to approach that last chicane, we're going to go ahead and make an easy pass on the Swift and get ourselves the lead literally about 90 seconds. So yeah, the car is really good in this race. Fast forward to lap 3, we actually got hit by an intense rainstorm. As we go to pit road, we know we have a huge advantage since everybody else is out there struggling with their slicks, and unfortunately for this car I forgot to get inters. So that's why it's important whenever you do this race that you go ahead and get you some intermediate tires, so you can see I made a mistake, and unfortunately I'll have to pretty much suffer for the next couple of 2 laps in these conditions. And unfortunately for me, the rain did get heavier, but thankfully I was able to keep the car on track and didn't lose too much time to the field. So yeah, it was quite a bummer, but you know, that's sometimes how it goes. So after we survived the rain phase, here we are on lap number 6, and all I'll be doing here is getting ourselves a refuel on our fuel, and that's literally it. You can see we've actually have almost caught up with the back markers in this race. For my last pit stop, all I'll be doing here is just get fuel. Tires are still in good shape thanks to the rain, and since we had that 4-minute marker, we're going to get ourselves a little bit over past a lap worth of fuel, because I'm going to go ahead and race in field map 1 and just get the whole entire power out for the car and see what this car can do on the main straights. But very simple, very easy strategy for this car. Just make sure you get some intermediate tires in this race, and like I mentioned before, the Escudo is like the best car for these races when it comes to money grinds, it seems like. After we get ourselves about 2 laps worth of fuel, we'll go back out to the main road. We're going to go field up 1 and just let it rip as we get down the last couple turns. We actually did perfectly are able to finish that last lap with a time limit, and that's going to be it for our race at Le Mans using the Escudo at Le Mans. Now, I've actually covered this car with the swap, and if you guys want to check out that particular episode, you can click on the top right corner right there and just see if you want to try that build as well. But pretty sure both builds are very good to use and should give you the W. Got ourselves that clean race bonus, and that's going to be it for the episode. So here's the next preview of the next episode. It's going to be using the legendary Supra RZ at Tokyo Expressway. I saw this car, it has returned to the used car dealership, and I thought, why not go ahead and try it out again with the Bugatti Hyra engine swap. So I'm pretty much looking forward for this next episode. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, I'll go ahead and leave a like. If you also like to support the channel and see my episodes later in the future, why not go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. And hopefully, if you guys have any suggestions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. And hopefully you guys have a great rest of the day or night. I'll see you guys later, and take care.